love a person who always breaking your heart, and when you in love with this person, what can I do? Now your neighbor say, what thing I will do? Say, what thing I'm gonna do now? Okay, let's address that. So, the first thing is, do not take rejection personally. Psalm 11 verse 2. The Bible says, the rejected stone always become the cornerstone. So if you are in a relationship with a person who always breaks your heart, the first thing you should do not take that rejection so personal. Like he do this to me, she do this to me, he do no. Once you love them, do not take it too personal. I told you, to every force there is an equal and opposite reaction. There is something in faces that is called push. Push is an ability to pull something. So there should be something pulling that person out of the personal world of what they don't want to do at times, or even what they choose to do. There should be something pushing them. So being love with a person who always breaking your heart, the first thing you should do, don't take the breakup personally. Don't prioritize the problem more than the solution. Once you love the person, your attention should be on the solution. How can I do to help my partner? She now waste again. He now waste again. What thing I'm gonna do now? So do not take rejection personal, because you may reject that person, but they could become your cornerstone tomorrow. You may reject that lady. She could be your children model tomorrow that will give you eternal peace. You may reject that brother. He could be, the Bible says in Psalm 11 verse 2, rejected son always become or shall become the cornerstone. So that in love with the person who always breaking your heart, don't take that breakup too personal. Prioritize them. Take your mind off it. You forgive, you don't forget. But when you forgive it and you are positive, most of the times your weaknesses will be like a flashback to straighten the both of you. Many young people have lost permanent marriage. Let me tell you what made marriage meaningful. This one 6 years. What made marriage meaningful and sweeter, it is the access of past memories. There is something in marriage called misunderstanding. It's not there to underestimate. It's there to stand good. And it will always come to mess up so that you cannot mess up. When there is no misunderstanding, you will always mess up. So misunderstanding simply means my understanding, your understanding. My behavior, your behavior, when it comes, it will mess. The way you behave, now you behave. The way you understand is not how understanding. The way you handle celebration is not how I handle celebration. So once it comes, it will mess. When it mess, we have to stand up so that we cannot mess up. Are you hearing me? So do not take rejection too personal. Don't feel that the person shortcoming have rejected the confidence they have with you, or have rejected the faults or challenges they have with you. Once the misunderstanding comes based on the feelings you have, the thing you should do is don't take it personal. I told you, focus more on the aspect of getting a solution. Getting a solution. How can I get a solution? I always found my friend into a promiscuous life. She always into people. He always into people. Found a church. Because the Bible making them to identify that this person you want to reject, it will be a cornerstone. So you found the church. You start the question partner. We not go for service. And you always speak into them. You start being concerned about what is actually getting them distracted. Some people, it could be a predominance of the pressure of sex. That's the people who have a hard sexual esteem. So that thing for that thing, they can't get so. So you gave it to it at all costs that it will even lose appetite if you are married. You know that your friend loves sex if you are married. Or if you are observing one another as young people, you know that this person being decent, always tends to be reasonable.